Peace. Just straight into it. Happy now, matter of fact. Now is a vibrating chorus. I might as well do it. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now, I want to speak on how to remember to not focus on what is, to not pay attention to the things that may be going on. Like sometimes, as we're on our spiritual growth and things may go disarray, as we, trying to manifest certain things, and there's certain things that may not be manifesting as quick as we would like it to, whatever the case may be. But, it's not about focusing on those areas. It's about constantly focusing on what you want to manifest. It's not constantly, well, the reality of the situation is that my tire was flat, and the reality of the situation that somebody did transition and pass away, so now I'm sad. It's like, nah, you're turning it into the reality as you're choosing to complain about it, you know what I'm saying? So as you're choosing to complain about, oh, well, this happened, oh, that happened, oh, I gotta pay this bill, oh, I gotta do this, you're keeping that vibration alive as you complain about it. And a lot of people don't realize that it shouldn't even be subject matter that we even speak on. Like, we know what we gotta do, then why are we bringing this up in conversations? Because another thing too, when you bring it up in conversations like that, and you just talking about all the things that's going wrong and what is, and not focusing on what you want to grow, the people that's around you throwing that lower vibration and that vibration of doubt and and negativity on them as well. So it's like, you're doing more than one person disservice also by bringing these things up again. So it's like you want to remember to start focusing more on the things that you want to grow. A lot of people have trouble with it because they feel like, oh man, well, I'm just lying to myself, or I'm just faking it, I'm just acting like. And I always tell people with that notion, it's like, well, all right, cool if you feel like that, but you got two wolves inside of you. You got a good wolf and a bad wolf, quote unquote good, quote unquote bad, and the one that wins the battle is the one you feed the most, you know what I'm saying? So, when you're looking at your outcomes and you start to complain about, what's going on, just know that as you're complaining, you're feeding the bad wolf. You gotta start focusing on the areas that you're doing good in, you know what I'm saying? Start looking at the glass half full, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's kind of like, I think about the Cat Williams, I think it was Cat Williams, where he bullcorn about like, well, smoking herb, like, well, people that don't smoke herb, like dealing with the bills, where it's like, oh man, I gotta pay the light bill, man, the lights off, this and that. But then when you smoke the herb, it's like, well, fuck it, I got some candles. This motherfucker, I'ma light a candle in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, matter of fact, instead of complaining about the dark, light a candle. I forgot about that. Matter of fact, that's funny how I got led to that, through that. But yes, instead of complaining about the darkness, light up a candle. Point blank, period. Because instead of, because the situation is how can I say? You're just again drowning yourself in the sorrow, you know what I'm saying, of a vibration that doesn't help you, that doesn't serve you, I mean, of course, quote unquote bad things happen, but I know one thing that doesn't fix those bad things is continuously bringing them up in conversations, or continuously, bringing them up within your own being, like letting them resurface within your own thoughts and psyche, It's like you gotta start focusing and disciplining yourself. Well, how I do that, man? My thoughts and this and that just be everywhere, and that. Well, you could probably start by eating a little healthier. You know what I'm saying? You could also start by like sitting down, taking a little meditation. You could possibly look into dealing with crystals. Pick up a piece of amethyst or a piece of quartz. You know what I'm saying? But little things like that to soften up, but definitely meditation and diet and health, in which to put that asterisk, of course y'all know how I feel about the health situation, it's the collective conscious, in essence have it to where there's certain things that we eat that keeps us, quote unquote healthy. Or we capable of eating whatever we want. But, there's certain things though that go into, cleaning up your vibration. So with that being said, again, I could complain about the dark all day and look and use this as an example. Look at the people who choose to like sit back for a second. You become the observer for 1 second. Like take yourself out of your little crybaby mode, out of your little negative mode, and observe for a second and see the people who, complain a lot, and, talk about negative things a lot, and look at the people who, be positive. And even the people who be positive, even when things seem negative, they're still positive. Like, look at the difference in their life and how things turn out for them. And you'll be able to observe. You could be you could be your own scientist in that matter, you know what I'm saying? And observe and see the difference, But again, and two, you could go look to a video that I spoke on, like with not complaining about the darkness, light up a candle. Cause that's what we've been taught socially, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, like I told a brother last night, I was like, if you got a problem with, so say for instance, somebody passed with a purple shirt on, and you don't like that purple shirt, it's not that brethren that should take off that purple shirt. That means that you should go inside yourself and heal whatever problem you got with the color purple. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with trying to take that shirt off of that person. You're not trying to change nobody, put your hands on nobody else. It's about changing your own inner self, you know what I'm saying? And back to the first notion is about, again, not complaining about the dark, but lighting up a candle, you know what I'm saying? If it's dark and you got candles, why complain? As you complain and it's steady dark, as you just complaining, candles sitting right there, but you just like, and my bills and this and that, and it's just dark, and and the situation staying the same. But the moment you stop all the complaining and you use your hand and you spark up the candle, and then you shed some light on the situation, and then from there, oh man, since I got this candle lit, oh, I found this little thing over here, man, let me work on this, or let me do this, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never knew this was right here. You find different little things now, because you got a different perspective of light, dealing with the situation. But again, focusing on what is doesn't help. As a matter of fact, I think of another thing too. Shout out to the brethren Jay Versace. Check out his YouTube channel and his Instagram, man. Bright brethren, man. And I think about how he just made a post about, bro, we lying all 2018 is all about lying. But literally, I mean, and that's the thing, because you got this, oh man, I gotta say what reality really is and this and that. No, man, it's almost like in essence about lying to yourself to a certain extent. And I made a video about that. It's like almost like I made a video about like how law of attraction to a certain extent is almost like bullshitting yourself to a certain extent, quote unquote. Because I mean, you have to focus on those things before you actually see it. Like before Whole Foods was built, somebody had to envision it. You know what I'm saying? If a person sitting down complaining about not having a grocery store, or I don't have my own business, or I don't have this, or I don't have that, those type of thoughts and that vibration doesn't build things, you know what I'm saying? It destroys, you know what I'm saying? Again, just looking at the people who complain and nothing happens for them, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have some type of confidence and optimism of vision, you know what I'm saying, of like seeing it way before it gets there, and being and optimistically visualizing it too, like not feeling like you're crazy for visualizing money that you may not have physically in the moment, you know what I'm saying? The abundance is always there. You just gotta vibrate on the same frequency as the money, and then it comes to you, point blank period. It's not no like, what am I mean, yeah, it is something we're doing wrong in essence, some type of little detail of something, but in essence though, again, it's just the vibrational frequency. Once I start vibrating on the frequency of the millionaire that I am, then it's boom, then this is gonna fall, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta continuously work and show my subconscious that I'm doing things by networking with people, and making business moves, and doing things like having bracelets, some of my bracelets on consignment in a certain store, you know what I'm saying? Like doing things that shows my subconscious, like, all right, you move like a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right. It's like constantly working on it, but sitting down and complaining does not do anything for you. But again, you got the good wolf and the bad wolf. The one you feed the most win. And you could either complain about the darkness, or you could light up a candle. The choice is simply yours, And you got the how can I say, insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. So say for instance, if you complaining now, 9 times out of 10 it's because you complaining through habit, or we complain or be pessimistic through habit. So you know what I'm saying, these are constantly practice situations, you know what I'm saying? So you fall into that vibration. I forgot that quick the saying that I said that quick, but I smoked a little herb this morning, so a little segue kind of you get the picture. That's basically it.